Once a giant, always a giant. For me, it's only a giant.
What's going on YouTube? Diggy546. Definitely hit that subscribe button if you're new. Like the video if you like the video. And I won't tell if you click that bell. But let's go ahead and get into this. Alright, so we are on day 3 right now of training camp. We're not finished yet, but I thought I'd go ahead and make a video here. The last 2 days, the first day, nothing really much happens. Yesterday, I think the first day there was kind of like a slow day for the offense, but I think they were practicing third downs. The second day, the offense had a great day. Bombs away everywhere. Jalen Hyatt had a deep touchdown. Lawrence Cager had a nice touchdown across the middle. Allen Robinson showed some route running. Wandale got in the open field a couple of times. Darius Slayton got down the field. Almost everybody, made a highlight play. And of course, the star of the show, Malik Nabers, showed up and balled out. Got open downfield, got open in the middle of the field. And today, as I'm already watching these clips here on Twitter, today Malik Nabers got open on a slant, took it to the house, got downfield and got behind Deontay Banks. Yesterday, he caught a beautiful back shoulder pass from Daniel Jones. Got that back shoulder in the corner of the end zone. Had a comeback where he kind of pushed off a little bit. That's what receivers do in the end zone on those comebacks. Caught that, got 2 feet down. So Malik Nabers, he's showing the burst, the explosiveness, the route running, the hands, the ability to attack the ball in the air. DJ threw a ball from the right side of the field all the way to the left side of the field, and it was kind of underthrown because he had to throw it so far. And Malik Nabers came back to that ball, high pointed it, and caught it. And this is what we've been waiting for on the Giants. You can say what you want about Daniel Jones. I've had my criticisms, and I think those criticisms have been fair. But one thing that you can say is Daniel Jones has not had a top flight receiver. And it looks like from these couple of days of camp, it looks like he finally does have that top flight receiver. And that's going to make our offense better no matter what. And that's just going to do it no matter what. Malik Nabers is going to be a star. I just really wholly believe that. And if there's any way that in year 6, Daniel Jones breaks out, which I don't see that realistically happen of him just being a completely different player. But if there's any way that that could happen, it'll be because he had Malik Nabers in his receiving corps. That's the only way that I can see that happening. And wow, man, it's just great to finally see a good receiver out there doing his thing, creating separation. It's just really great to see. And then you look at him and Deontay Banks going back and forth. Malik Nabers has kind of been winning that matchup. And I saw Authentic on Twitter was saying he's kind of concerned, or maybe there's cause to be concerned because Deontay Banks is kind of getting beat. He's kind of getting the best, kind of getting bested right now of Malik Nabers. A couple of things I'll say to that. The first is Deontay Banks is kind of usually in decent position, but Malik Nabers is just doing crazy stuff, just especially at the point of catch. And that's something that's always concerned me about Deontay Banks is he had no interceptions in college. Or I may be confusing him, but I'm pretty sure he had no interceptions in college. And at the point of the catch, it's his weakest point. And if he can fix that, he's going to be a real lockdown kind of corner. But him playing against Malik Nabers is only going to make him better. He did not have the same level of receiver to work against, and he's just been shadowing him all over the field. So this is going to be great for both of their development. But yeah, Deontay Banks has been kind of getting beat, but he's been in position at the same time. So he's lost a lot of these 50-50 catches. He's lost a couple of catches where, Malik maybe had a step on him, but I wouldn't say I've seen him get embarrassed yet. But we'll continue to watch. We'll see how Malik does against these Lions DBs when we go against them. We'll see how Deontay Banks does against guys like Amon-Ra St. Brown and the other Lions receivers. So we got a lot coming up in training camp. It's exciting. Daniel Jones looks confident. you don't see him favoring that ACL at all. He took off and ran yesterday or the day before yesterday. Jalen Hyatt is still fast. Darius Slayton is still fast. And Wandale is looking healthy. As far as the offensive line, Illuminor was pretty much a right tackle with Evan Neal being out on PUP right now. He got kind of shouldered or something. He got hit in the side by by Dexter Lawrence. But it looks like Illuminor is fine. It looks like he just kind of had to heal from a little bruise. But other than that, this is put up or shut up for Evan Neal. If he can't get back to training camp fairly soon, and this offensive line starts to gel, and they go out there in one of these preseason games and look competent, and they really start to get comfortable with each other, Evan Neal could start the season off on the bench, pup or no pup. It's just that simple. We have got to put together a competent offensive line for our quarterback that we're paying $40 million for coming off of an ACL, and a proven year for the coach, for the quarterback, for the GM. We have got to protect him, and we have got to be able to run the ball. No more Saquon Barkley. We got to open up holes. So if Evan Neal is not back and not playing competent football, he can start off the season on the bench. As far as more of the trenches, you can't really tell much from this point in the offseason, with no pads on especially. But Brian Burns, I saw him beat Andrew Thomas on a nice inside move, or maybe that may have been somebody else, but I'm pretty sure that was Andrew Thomas. Beat him on a nice inside move, and Brian Burns is going to be so good. That speed to the outside, that counter to the inside, really good stuff. Tibbs on the other side, I haven't gotten to see much, so I don't know how he's been doing, but I have seen Brian Burns flash a couple times. Dex, we already know who he is, but you know, we'll continue to see some of this stuff. I think I'm pretty sure Theo Johnson is back off of PUP. I may be completely forgetting it, but I could have sworn I seen him catch something. Maybe I'm getting that wrong. But as far as the tight ends go, your star has been Lawrence Cager. Some people are thinking that he's going to take that top spot as far as your top receiving tight end for this year. And that's possible. He may be your best receiving tight end. I mean, he's a former wide receiver. He's been here for a little while. But we'll see how this goes. He's got to be able to block, and he can't do that. So it looks like he put on a little bit of weight, but I'm not sure if he's going to be able to get that blocking down for us. But so far, so good. I'm not even going to mention the I word, the N, I-N-J. I'm not even going to mention that word because everything's been going great so far. We just gotta carry this into this Detroit practice. And once I see that practice, I'm going to tell you all how the season's going to go. Again, that has been sort of the determining factor for how each season has gone almost every time we've done these joint practices. So as soon as that happens, I feel like I have a good idea for the first thing, maybe not even how the season will go, but at least how the offense will look, especially starting off. Because our offense looked horrible last year starting off, and they were horrible to start the year. So we have got to really pay attention to this joint practice and see what we can take away from it. But that's kind of what I'm seeing right now from a high level. Not much to take away, 3 days into training camp, but Malik Nabers looks to be as advertised in shorts and shirts. And Daniel Jones looks confident. He's had a couple misses. They've gone viral, but he's also had some nice makes. And he's also taking shots down the field consistently. It's like bombs away. So if he can do that, if he can be aggressive Daniel Jones, then listen, I wish I had a piece of paper. I'm a ball of a piece of paper. Listen, this is the Daniel Jones that we've seen the last couple of years. Throw that away. Throw that away, because if he's taking shots down the field, we may finally see rookie Daniel Jones again, and I'd love that. So you guys let me know what you think from what you've seen so far in training camp. I'm excited. I'm excited to see more. Excited to see how all of this will end up turning out. And again, you all let me know how you're feeling about camp so far. If you made it this deep into the video, come on, just hit the subscribe button. I make Giants content primarily, draft content secondarily, and during the season, I'm going to be doing a lot of reacting to pretty much most of the NFL games and everything NFL. So if you made it this deep, go ahead and join the D6 squad.